Hello, Professor. So I decided to do a quick little video of the quest system, and just some little questions. I'm not gonna go into huge details of this. I'll probably ask a lot more of this tomorrow. But I'm gonna go ahead and showcase the quests and kind of explain my situation with it. So I have 2 main quests, and then I have 4 side quests with like optional things within the side quests that, like, if you collect more things and turn it in with them, you get better rewards. So I'm going to go ahead and click play and then showcase it. So I have my 2 characters here, my hunter and knight. If I play that, you can see I got my materials there. I got the current quest, get quest. I also have a question with the animation. They work, but for some reason they are skipping, or like the frames are like going backwards for some reason. I have researched this for at least an hour and a half, and almost everything I come up, people have the same issues, but they're not getting any results or questions answered, so I'm not sure if this is something with Mixamo. But anyway, as you can see, this one NPC, he is going to be like the side quest guy of the game, where he is kind of that guy that will go along with you in the story, but not like, and just give you kind of quests. He's not really related to the story. He's just one of those guys that does his own thing. As you can see, he's asking for me to look for his son's missing sword. And then the option is I can bring the sword to his son instead for a different reward. And then if I give 5 metal to either of them for them to upgrade it, I can just get a little bit of a better reward. So over here I have some metal, which, as you can see, I can collect there, and my score goes up with it. And then I have the sword over here that I can collect. But the only one thing that I'm a little confused with is how to get this to where it's completed. Because I've looked up ways on this as well, but almost everything I've looked up and watched pretty much gets rid of like your code almost entirely, or it like just rewrites it completely. And that's just another question I'll ask tomorrow. I don't want to make this video long for you, because it's, I just don't want to. So I'm just gonna kind of like showcase these quests, what they are, and then like what you would need to complete them. A lot of the ones, especially with main quest 2, I want to do later in the game, which I don't have done yet, which is like going to a dungeon, retrieving a guy, fighting bosses, stuff like that. So the main quest guy is over here. He is Todd. He's going to have you deliver a letter to the king, which I have the letter in my inventory. It's just not an item that you pick up. It'll just be something he'll just give you in the game. And then you go and deliver it to the king. And then when you deliver it to the king, he will ask you to bring a honorable knight that he has bestowed, which is named Wobbles. And he is in a dungeon up north that you are tasked to bring him back, and you'll have to fight the dungeon boss. So that is the 2 main story quests. And then the side quests, this guy is the generic, collect materials, collect 30 wood, collect metal, stuff like that, and bring it back. So that's that guy. This is the sword one, the side quest guy that kind of does some things. The other random side quest people, this is just another generic collect materials. Because I'm not sure how in depth we're really going in with this quest system, so I want to kind of keep it simple. The last side quest with random guy, this is one where, like, when you get close to the dungeon, he will ask you to bring back his pet Porky that he has lost in there, and then along with an optional thing where he asks you to bring back his father's sword that he brought along with him that he also lost. It's not required, it's just something you can do. You can also try to bring Porky back above 75% health, and you get a better reward for that. So you were just tasked to bring his pet back. So that's kind of like the side quest within the main quest. You know, it's one of those that you kind of do both. So that's kind of how I was looking at it, where the main character will be tasked to, you know, go to one town, go to the next town, and then go to a dungeon, along with like just collecting materials to upgrade, stuff like that, fight monsters. So yeah, that's kind of like my quest system. To kind of showcase the content browser, I have all of the items you would need to, you know, collection, all of the NPC characters. I have the monsters you'd fight and the materials you'd collect from them. I have the HUD for all of those, for the inventory system if we do it. And then as you can see, there's the letter which will appear in the inventory system. But just a lot of the ones I want to do are more for late game when we get into the RPG. But just let me know if you want me to change this, and I'll do a timestamp in the document so that way you're not having to watch all of this. So these are just my quests here. So yeah, I'll chat more with you tomorrow.